I think I began making things I felt were beautiful to counteract the ugliness and pain of the world, and sometimes the pain and ugliness within myself. It was and is an act of healing, beauty as rebellion. This is my medicine. Each piece of music, poetry, jewelry, art, fabric, the things that hold us together. I am my first and most constant canvas. Creating is an act of self-discovery, of taking pieces of myself and placing them outside for me to observe in ways I can never fully witness myself, of pushing my own boundaries and seeing what I'm capable of. This is why I make things. To learn, to see, to know myself just a little deeper, and in turn to see myself reflected in the people and the world around me. Creation is prayer. It is my first language. It is communion with spirit. And in this chaotic world, it is often the only thing that makes sense. I remember flying the way I remember the womb, in fragments and fractal saccharine sensations. The feeling of being lifted, carried, cradled by invisible fingers, caressed by the weightless whispers of wind, kissing skin, cotton, and breadfruit leaves. Trust. To fly is to take risk, to fear everything and jump anyway. Do not stay where love is rationed, like salt or sugar or kind words. You, who have always poured until the ancestors stilled your hand, do not understand the language of measuring cups. And those who claim to love you barely seem to have enough. It leaves you wanting, counting, searching, stretching the portions into feelings that don't quite feel like what they claim to be. Like watered down coffee. Some things can only be stretched so far, and unrequited love is not as romantic as old books make it out to be. You, my love, were not meant to beg. Now you know what it feels like to love people more than they love themselves.
Love you like medicine. Love you like.
My capacity to love is sometimes terrifying. I fear it will always be too big, too obvious, too unashamedly proud and relentless, too unconditional. I love you like the ocean over sea glass, like rain after a drought, or the first touch of sunlight after winter, the kind that warms the bones and pulls perennials from their slumber. I love you like the moon, reflecting all your glory and your shadows. Mine is a love that wakes you.
Won't you love me like medicine? Love me like medicine. Don't you dare love me if you're not prepared.